Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How are y'all? How are y'all? Welcome in. Welcome in. How's everybody? Hello, Blossom. How are you? How are you? How was your weekend? How is everybody? We're gonna listen to some music today. We're gonna listen to some music today. Today. How are you? How's your weekend? I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you had a good weekend. But yeah, we're gonna listen to some music today, Chad. How are y'all? I went to a high school reunion this weekend. I went to a high school reunion. I haven't gone in years, so this is like the first time I went to a high school reunion. And I was like, you know what? There's a reason I don't go for these things. Cuz I don't really relate to people I grew up with. Very few, but like not everybody. So like when I saw them, I was like, "Oh, okay, hey guys." And they were like, "Oh, hey man." But it's kind of like it has that air of like, "Oh, we're different." And I was like, "Okay, man, if you want to, keep being like how it was in high school, then do that. Do that. That's up to you. That's your choice." But yeah, how are you guys, Chad? How are you guys? What'd you do? What'd you do? You know the thing about the high school reunion too, Chad. Like I'm close to like very few people, and one of them is my friend from college. And I was like, hey man, do you want to come over? Do you want to come for the high school reunion thing? So me, him, and my other friend, the three of us went. And you know what? It was a good time. It was a good time. We the three of us had a good time. The three of us had a good time as always. As per usual. But yeah, Chad. Uh, I did take a break last week. I felt like I needed it, but we're gonna go hardcore, Chad. We're gonna get more streams, more stuff, more content, more everything, Chad. More everything. But yeah, how are you guys? How are you guys? Oh, I got some announcements. Ooh wee, I got some announcements. Ooh wee, I got some announcements. Okay, okay. First off, I bought some new gunpla. I bought some new gunpla. It's still weekend for me, not for long, Blossom, not for long. Just a few more hours. How are you? How are you? Man, I miss playing Repo, man. I miss playing Repo with you, bro. I miss playing Repo with you. But yeah, I got a few announcements. Now I mean have Monday off. Oh, nice. Yo, that's sick. Wait, then we can hang out today. We can hang out today. We can hang out. Okay. Let me just change to this because I want to show you guys this. Okay, I bought some gunpla. I found some kits on sale. It was pretty decent price. Not too cheap, but like just enough for me to be like, okay, I need these. I need these. So, without further ado, chat. Without further ado, let me show you what I got. Boom, boom. I got these. So we got the G Fred, right? The G Fred. This is the G Fred. Pretty similar to the one we built. Hold on, let me show you guys what we built. Uh, G Quacks Omega. Omega. So this is the one we built on stream. There we go. This is the one we built on stream. This one. So we built this. Let me copy this. Put it here. Yeah, so you see, chat, it's pretty similar. It's pretty similar. How are you though, Blossom? How are you? How are you? I hope you're having a good beginning of your day. I think it's beginning of your day. Yeah, it is, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Chad, look. Pretty similar. Pretty similar. You see what I mean? The only thing that's a little bit different is like the head, right? The head. Hold on, let me show you guys. Yeah, the heads. Other than that, this part pretty similar. The shoulder pieces pretty similar. This is more pointy. Um, yeah, legs pretty similar, but it has a very Evangelion kind of um color scheme. This one, the G Fred, has a very Evangelion kind of color scheme, which I like, and that's why I was like, okay, I gotta get this. It's a good deal. It was selling out everywhere in physical stores, chat. That's why I was like, okay, I gotta get this. Gotta get this. So yeah, because I wanted to like do double poses with my one right now, this one that we made, remember? And the G Fred. So that's what I wanted to do. And then I you know how like we started on HG's chat? So MG is like 2 grades higher than a HG. So you got HG, real grade, and then MG. So I got me the Vidar. The Vidar. So this one is gonna be like a little bit bigger than these two that I got. It's gonna be a little bit taller and a little bit more intricate. So we're gonna have our work cut out for us, chat. So yeah, we got these. We got 3 gun plus to build. We got 3 gun plus to build. Hold on, let me show you guys the other one I have. Unicorn and HG. There we go. Yeah, this is the one I have. This is the one I got. Yeah, this is the one I got. Copy. And let me put it here. So these 3 are gonna be the same size. 3 of these. Let me just put it like that. They're gonna be same size-ish. Right? Same size-ish. And then this is gonna be huge. So this is gonna be like not that big, but like maybe this big. It's gonna be like this tall compared to the others. So yeah, chat, we're gonna really have our work cut out for us. It's gonna be sick. I can't wait to build this. Actually, I can't wait to build all 3. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. But we're gonna have a whole army. We're gonna have a whole robot army. Robot army. Robot army. Robot army. The other thing too, chat, I want to tell you guys. I have a few games that I bought. Hold on, let me just get to where's Steam? Let me check my Steam. I gotta. Okay, so recently I got Repo. I just bought Repo. I've been playing with Blossom. It's fun. It was fun. We finished Alien. Okay. The other one I got is this game called. Oh, hold on. What is this? What is that? That's never happened. Bramble. I got this game called Bramble. It's a little bit like Little Nightmares from the gameplay that I saw. It's a little bit like that. Bramble. Oh, hold on. The Mountain King. That's what it's called. Then we have the first Hollow Knight. We're gonna play that too. I have Cuphead. I have the Surge 1. And where's the end? Where's the end symbol? And 2. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, the Surge 1 and 2. We have Ender Lilies. I heard it was pretty good, so I got it. Ender Lilies, we got that. Oh no. Okay. And then guess what, Chad? Guess what? I know I said this last time, but we got Devil May Cry. The HD remastered, so 1, 2, 1, 2, and 2 and 3. We got the 3 games, chat. We got the 3 games. Let's go. We got the 3 games. I have web fishing too. I just got web fishing. Web fishing. Okay, this is gonna be the big one, chat. This is gonna be the big one. I got myself Yakuza 0. We got Yakuza 0. The rest is like, okay, here's what I got. Borderlands 2. I have Control the game. Oh wait, hold on. Control. Let me check. Hold on. Okay. I put Cuphead. Yeah, okay. I put Cuphead. I have Sky. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, we have Tomb Raider. We have Tomb Raider. Wait, which one is it? Let me just double check. Where's my Tomb Raider? It's here somewhere. It's here somewhere. I gotta just look for it a little bit. Wow, I got a lot. Okay, we got a lot of games to get through, chat. We got a lot of games to get through. Okay, it's Rise of the Tomb Raider. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Then we have Soma. We got Soma. And then The Walking Dead. We have The Walking Dead. We have a lot, chat. We have a lot. Did I add this one? No, I did not. Okay. Dying Light, chat. Dying Light. Metro Exodus. Got that. We haven't finished Disco Elysium, so I won't put that on there, but we're gonna finish it. And oh, Valheim. There we go. Yeah. That's about it, chat. We got a lot of games to get through. We got a lot of games to get through, chat. A lot. So yeah. What I can do is I'll let you guys pick from these, and then we'll do one of these next. Since we finish Alien, we'll go through one of these next. Okay. So yeah, that's what we can do. We'll go through one of these next. But let's see. I'm thinking maybe Bramble. We go to Bramble. And then for Cuphead, I'm thinking we do like a whole marathon for Cuphead till we finish it, you know? Like stream nonstop until we finish it. I'm thinking of that. Since it's Cuphead, you know, it's going to be hard. A lot of boss fights and stuff. But yeah, Chad. That's one I wanted to go through with y'all. You know? Okay. Let me get to this. Who's ready? I'm ready. Okay, let me see. Let me change this to. Should I just put just chatting? Yeah, I'll keep it just chatting. Okay. I am going to play the album here, and then we can react to it. Okay. Okay, wrong one. Hold on. Spotify web. There we go. Okay, I think I have it. Where is it? Okay, I found Rocket. All right. So if I play this, is it playing on the? Oh, it is playing on the web browser. Okay, hold on. Let me just open this one up. So it plays on here. Okay, we got it. Play on this computer. Okay, there we go. Okay, chat. You guys ready for the reaction? Let me put the no. I don't want a mini player. I want the actual player. Where's that? Oh, okay. Let me go here. I'll go this one. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, chat. You guys ready? Let's react. Let's react. Let's react. Okay. Okay. Let's react. Let's react.
I want your germs. Sick is a word.
Ooh, this is good.
Is a state of
Okay, this is good.
like time. But I'm not, I'm real. At least I think. Dare I say? You know, cash is king out west. The mattresses open up as often as bugs land on bumps. Hands on, all hands on deck. We all dying out here, but I smile out here in the face of death. Funny how we all stuck, but you can't connect. And everybody looks at you and breaks a neck. And you can't get rest. You can't even get arrested, cause we all doing it. Hop to it, get famous. Hop to it, get sober. Now do it, now do it, motherfucker. Man, you got a son. You gotta get to it fast, man. You gotta run. You gotta come up with some. You better.
Okay, so it's like 12 songs. It's 12 songs, and already he's rapping. That's crazy. First song, he's rapping.
Come up with some type of fun, some type of trust.
Wait,
But
let
don't
me
over here
rewind.
in the face of death. Funny how we all stuck, but you can't connect, and everybody
Oh wait, hold on, hold on. Uh, I gotta check this. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, this is one of my faves. Okay, let me rewind it. Let me rewind it. How are you, man? Welcome back. Welcome in. Welcome in. Not welcome back. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you, 21? How are you? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's go.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Ooh, this is good. Ooh. Yeah, it's very John Mayer. Wow, he put a wah pedal on his voice. That's crazy. He put like a lot of guitar effects on his own vocals. Okay, so the songs are pretty short. I didn't expect that. Wow. This is good. This is really good. I just wish they were longer though. Damn, it's so good. Ooh. Okay, this one I really like. This is more my vibe. Wait, I gotta rewind that. Be my drifter, baby, come be my drifter, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. I like the groove. I'm a Mexican. I like that flow. I like that flow. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, this is now my favorite. I like this. Wait, let me save it. Let me save it. Ah. Ooh, this is vibes, Chad. This is vibe. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, like I said, like yeah, I like this minimal direction he's going. Like he's not relying on much production compared to like actual songwriting. I think the songwriting really, the arrangement and the songwriting really speaks for itself in this album. And I really appreciated that he made everything like the songs like pretty short. I think it's good. It's very listenable. Like you feel like you want to replay everything. Ooh, great pretender. Oh, this is good. Influencer always spoke so kindly. The fans and your intricate web, but they don't know how sorry you are to the naked eye, just to pass by. Yeah. I see the Caroline that you left behind. I heard a little bit of the song. I think I watched the music video for this and pretty good, pretty good. And I was like, yo, this song is so chill. I like how he has that play with the woo, that part, the woo. Wait, I gotta rewind. Hold on. We gotta listen to that again. Hold on, let me go from the top. Ooh. This is like a driving kind of song. This is like a chill drive kind of song. Wait, what? Hold on. What is that? What is that? Oh. Okay, my bad, my bad. The Fuji Tech was acting up. The Fuji Tech was acting up. Look at that. Whoop. Ah. Ah. Whoop. Ah. Whoop. Ah. I gotta update that. Okay, anyways. From the top. From the top. Ooh. Is that good shit, Dad? Is that good shit? Tender Valley. Okay, this part, chat. This part. Ooh. Ooh. Wow, that's a good verse. That's a good verse. But I see the Carolina in the eye. Wow. This is the longest song we heard so far, chat. Out to the naked eyes, just the best by. I see the Carolina you left behind. Ooh, it's so simple, but it's so good. This is what I mean by good songwriting. It's simple, but it hits. It's simple, but it hits. That's great songwriting, chat. I'm not gonna lie. That's great songwriting. Ooh, this is good. Wow. Okay. I like the drum groove in this one. It's very unique. It's very different. It's like you get the 2/4 hits, but like earlier, you get the two. That when that first snare hits, ooh, da 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 two da 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 That's what I mean. Ooh. I like how he plays with like traditional song structures and just comes up with something new and interesting. You know, like some parts you would think are longer, but he just cuts them short and just goes straight back into the chorus. And I'm like, yo, that's so good. Ooh. Mmm. Wow, Chad. Wow, that was so good. That was so good. Ooh, okay, one glass. Oh, I like this. It's like that one song, the you know that song, Chad? With your feet on the edge and your head on the ground. Okay. I think it was inspired by that song. Because it feels like that. Mmm. I like how he ended it there. Wow. I feel like the thing about this, right? Like his more recent stuff, it's very honest and it's very raw, especially in the instrumentals, and that's what I think Dom excels at. You know, it's very raw and it's very honest, and the songwriting shows it. The instrumentals show it off a lot. But I think that more compared to the other albums, he really owns up to himself in this one. And it really shows. You can hear it in the lyrics. It's not that much to go off of, but you can there's a lot he's saying. Wow, okay. Yo, this is a very real feeling though. I feel this. Yo, this is a very real feeling. Man, I feel that. I feel that. The fact that, you show up for someone and then you somehow make it all about yourself and then you feel bad and the other person feels bad and then you're like, "Oh, how do we go on from here?" Ooh. Okay. Real. Real. Ooh, this is a really good one, chat. Ooh. Wait, how much do we got? How much do we got? Okay, with song number 9. Oh wow. There's only 3 more songs left. That's insane. There's only 3 more songs left. Wow. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, this album's really good, Chad. I could see myself listening to this on repeat. Shit, I just might. Shit, I just might. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. I like how he always knows how to come in the right way depending on the beat. Lyrically, sonically, melodically. He's got that gift, Chad. He's got that gift. It's a gift. Ooh, ooh, okay. Ooh, 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 okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Mmm. Yeah, man, Chad. He's really raw. That sample is nice. That sample is nice. Whoa. Shots fired. I'm just vibing, Chad. I'm just vibing at this point. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. That was good. Wow, that was good. Okay, we got two more songs, Chad. Two more songs. Two more songs. Okay, epilogue. Ooh. Okay. Very Joji. Ooh, very Joji. This is very Joji. I like this effect. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty good. Okay. Ooh, I like how it comes back in like that. Damn, Chad. This album got you thinking, man. This album got you feeling, got you thinking, reflecting, being like, where'd you go wrong in a relationship? Where'd you go wrong? What can you do better? Was it really your fault? Was it the other person's fault? Is it both your fault? Are you compensating for stuff? Stuff like that. Damn, this album makes you think. That's crazy. This album makes you think, Chad. Damn. Wow. That's nice. That's nice. That's a very Joji type song. I like that. I like that. That one's nice. I have to go and listen to this again. Ooh. Very country. Ooh, country. Wow, very country. Country road. Wow. Just like that slow dancing kind of country music, you know? A very short album, Chad. Very, very short. Now this makes me feel like I can put something out this short and be like, okay, yeah, it's kind of done. Wow. Wow, is that it? Yeah, that's it, Chad. Ooh. Ooh, what do we think, Chad? What do we think of the album? What do you guys think? Damn, I like that, man. I like that. I like that. He's trying something new, you know. He's trying out new things. He's being himself. He's experimenting. It's fun. It's different, Chad. It's very raw. It's very raw. I feel like this whole album is more like a it's more like a reflective thing about a relationship that you Dom had, and he's like reflecting and he's going back and forth, and he's like uh I did some things wrong, you did some things wrong. Sometimes maybe I think I steal the spotlight, and he's owning up to his mistakes, which is good. And this album is kind of like yeah, I'm reflecting, I'm being honest, and that's why the instrumentals are minimal and there's not that much effects on my vocals. Makes sense, makes sense. You know what I mean? It makes sense. But yeah, man, Chad, W album, man, W album. I feel it. I feel it. Okay, I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'll be back. Okay, we're gonna do a quick ad break, and then I'll be back. Alright, alright. I'll be back. I'll be back. Give me a sec. Give me. Hello, hello. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back, Chad. We're back. Okay, yeah. That was a great album. That was a great album. Let me take this out. Take this one out. Oh, yeah. Which one should we play, Chad? Which one should we play? Okay, yeah. You know what? Mm, these are the games. These are the games. Which one should we do next? Again, we finished Alien. You guys decide. You guys decide. I'll let you guys decide which one we play next. Let me make it bigger. There we go. Oh, messed up. Okay, there we go. You guys decide. You guys decide. I'll let you guys decide. But yeah. Anyways, let me just do this. Hold on. Let me do this. I go here. change this to Yap and React. YouTube. YouTube, my favorite. My favorite. Okay, let me check out. Oh, okay, yeah. I want to watch this one with you guys. Let me just shift it to here. There we go. Make this bigger. No, not like that. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay. An honest video about art progress. Year review by Rena. Okay. There we go. Okay, hopefully you guys can see. You ready, chat? You ready? Hello, Eyes. Hello. We just listened to Dom. We just listened to the new Dom album. How are you, man? How are you, my friend? How was your day? What did you do? How was your weekend? Hi, BadDayan insert 21. LOL. How are you, man? How are you, bro? How are you, Ice? But yeah, we listened to the album. It was dope. 10 out of 10. He's getting more raw. He's getting more honest. Would listen again. 10 out of 10. Would listen again. But yeah, now we're gonna react to this video. Now. Okay, let me
Throughout
play.
my life, art has been the only constant. It has been the one thing that unites all the stages and phases I have lived through, but despite that being the case, I never took it seriously enough to become a good artist myself. It wasn't until a series of ups and downs in life led me to feeling somewhat lost on where to go next that in March of 2024, I decided to learn how to draw from scratch. If the previous 20
That's how I started drawing too. In a way, that's how I started drawing too. I was like, why don't I just teach myself how to draw? Because I always used to like drawing, and then I want to get good at it, and I want to be able to draw the things I want to draw. So, and I want to draw anime. So, like, yeah, I did that last year, October last year. It's gonna be a year since I started drawing. Chat. Wow.
years of never quite knowing enough about art to be good hadn't been enough. These upcoming 2 months that I was planning to embark myself on were said to be no different. Regardless of knowing better, it seems like the overwhelming feeling of I must do something worthwhile with my life translated in the worst way possible onto my learning progress and stopped me once more from becoming the artist that I hoped to be. For a very long time, I didn't know my own personal reasonings for this lack of patience. I believe that even when I made my first video, I had not yet come to terms with my fear of staying behind in life while everyone seemed to be moving forward. My painful reality at the time, or what I perceived myself to only be, either consciously or unconsciously, was no more than a college dropout with little to no prospects. And after my very wise and thought out plan failed after less than a week, I felt as though I went from little to no prospects to just I'm done for. I've got nothing left. But obviously, I'm here now. And therefore, the only conclusion is that it wasn't the end for me, thankfully. And I can't exactly say what brought me back to art after 2 whole months of basically just contemplating life and making press-on nails while I was watching One Piece. But
That's actually pretty good, though. These are actually pretty good.
I can't exactly say
Wait,
what
let's
brought me
see.
back to
Nail
art
review.
after 2 whole
Nail
months
review.
of
Okay. These are good. We're going forward.
basically just contemplating.
Ooh. I like this one, chat. I like this one. This one's really good.
Life and making press-on
Ooh, those are good too.
nails while I was
she got a
watching One
gift.
Piece. But looking at my camera roll, perhaps it was acquiring some plants and flowers and attempting to
those are
bring
nice
some
plants.
life into the world that inspired me, because it was that night that I got back to drawing. I don't know if I reached a level of desperation big enough to move me forward, or if I was finally gonna become a true artist. And I knew that because this time I drew perspective boxes. Hello, Benina Nation. How are you doing? If you're new here,
This
hi to
makes
you
me
too.
want to draw. This makes me want to draw, chat.
I'm Rina, and welcome to my girl blog where
Have I told you guys I've been trying to learn Japanese and I'm trying to memorize hiragana and katakana? It's pretty hard, chat. It's pretty hard, not gonna lie. But I'm gonna keep trying. I'm aiming for this week to memorize the hiragana and katakana. This week, for real. I'm gonna set aside like 2 hours tomorrow. Maybe a little bit of time tonight to go over what I learned, like the few characters that I learned. I think I did a, I, U, E, and O. And then we have ka, ki, ku, ke, and ko. So I'm gonna go through those again later.
I have been documenting my journey learning art.
Wait, should I stream that? Should I stream me learning Japanese, chat? Should I do it? At least it'll like keep myself accountable and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it. Yeah, you know what? I'll do it. I'll do it. One of these days. One of these days. For sure.
Before we start, I just want to quickly say a few things about this video in particular that will be relevant for the rest of it. It is like my third or more time attempting to make this video, and each time I ended up thinking that something was off about the way that I was going.
Yo, I want to do this. I want to do this, like the watercolor effect.
Going about it. The reality is that speaking about my art progress in the past year of my life is really complicated and deeply intertwined with other personal growth that I've done.
Oh, I like her shading. I like the shading. That's really good. I like the highlights and stuff with the watercolors.
Working on this video, I was simply talking about the things that I did.
Oh, look at the eye. She made it like really glass-like. That's nice. I like that. Okay, so she puts the shading here and then the highlight here. Nice.
To learn just an overall idea of what I drew in each time period and pointing out.
Maybe I should do bird studies.
Just what I had assumed was your typical art year review. But learning how to draw has, in many ways, changed me. It has changed me as a person. It has changed how I view the world. And that's something that I will touch on a lot more in this video, so I will save the yapping. But because of this reason, this whole thing feels extremely personal, and what was lacking in my previous attempts was this vulnerability to speak earnestly about things and not need to come across as cool or nonchalant, because there is nothing nonchalant about me. I don't know why I keep trying to be.
True.
I'm only slightly like.
True. I think we talked about this the other day in chat. I think we talked about this the other day on stream. I was like, yo, if you're not nonchalant, just don't be, man. It's fine. Just be you, man. If you're a happy guy, just be a happy guy. If you're a happy gal, just be a happy gal. If you're a happy day, just be a happy day. You know? I don't think it's worth like watering down your personality just to pretend to be this idea of cool when you can just be yourself and, you know, people just naturally think you're cool or they naturally think you aren't, you know?
Mildly cool from time to time, so this video is more like listen to me yap about the overall idea of what I did in the past year, but mostly look at my drawings going by while I retrospect. If you want to see,
you know, chat, like I've been like learning how to like speak to the camera and stuff, especially for like YouTube videos and stuff like that. And recently I feel that too. I feel like I learned how to express myself more, especially when I'm here on stream as well. Like I learned how to express myself more and like share my opinions and what I think about things and how to structure what I say and stuff like that. I think making your own YouTube videos really helps with that. If that makes sense.
See a preview of my art progress to know if it's worth staying for the ride. This is some of my latest art.
Wait. Let's go back. Hold on.
For the ride. This is some.
Yo, the cowboy is really good. The cowboy on the horse. Yo, she drew the horse really well. That's crazy. That's crazy, chat. Hold on. Let me zoom in. Wow. Look at that. That's insane. This too? Man. Let me do. Now I gotta make it smaller. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Some of my latest art, and you can now enjoy the slideshow. Thank you. Just like any beginner, I was quite lost on where to turn. I didn't exactly know what I wished to do aside from the possibility of drawing doctor ratio and adventuring kissing, but the reality is that it doesn't matter. No one needs to go into drawing with a set plan on everything they're going to do to become their desired artist, because it's also like not really realistic at all. I luckily ended up finding the whole trials and
she's kinda
tribulations of
talented.
figuring out what to do next quite exciting, because it's sort of like, you mean to tell me that there is this whole world of possibilities, all these things that I can explore, and I just got here. Like, of course, I don't know what to do. I don't know myself yet, and there's just so much discovering to do. And so that is exactly what I tried doing. I watched so many tutorials and I went through many books. I looked at thousands of artists and I sort of just let myself be and discover. I did what I
Wow.
personally found fun. And for me, in my case, and like many other beginners, my idea of fun is mostly studying how to draw things. And as you will see throughout most of my journey so far, I have just studied the how, and I very rarely applied it to my personal art. I didn't stress about this because I knew that I was gonna stick it through this time.
Damn, I need to do more hand studies. I'm learning.
And become said artist that I want to be. So I knew that I was going to have so much time in the future to draw all sorts of personal art. I did not have a single clue on what I was doing or where I was headed, but the only thing that mattered to me then was not exactly the now, but it was this said future that I was working towards. Standing here before you now, a fraction of this said future arena, I can, like I just did, confidently say that, yeah, like, no, dude, I had no clue what I was doing. I was just following tutorial after tutorial and hoping for the best. It was basically just me and my iPad against the world, but I am glad nonetheless for the copious amounts of uncertainty that I had to put myself through to still be here. I constantly thought about quitting, just with every failed drawing, every erased drawing.
Same, bro, same.
Out of frustration.
Same,
I was
bro.
that close, but
There are days when like I draw in my sketchbook and I'm like, everything looks shit, and then there's this one drawing and I'm like, yo, this one hits. This one hits.
guess what? I basically still have those same feelings. They have not gone away, but my goal remains the same, which is to keep working for the future that I want, because the uncertainty of the now is only temporary. As I created this YouTube channel to further motivate myself and document my journey, I gained more focus on the things that I was studying. Essentially, studying specific things so that I could then make specific videos about those things. I was quite scared. And honestly, saying scared is a bit of an understatement. I was very much terrified when I posted my first video. Just like I've always been of any type of online presence, I really stepped out of my comfort zone with this, and it was all with the purpose of putting myself out there in a better, sooner rather than later kind of way, because if I want to be an artist, that is something that I have to do anyway. I knew that I was bad, but that was the point, because the channel serves to document my journey, so I could allow myself to be as bad as I needed to be, because, well, that's the point. I will get better over time. From my first video until now, I have changed a lot, and not in the way that I am, but more in like my outlook for things in life. I think that it has to be nearly impossible to not change your view on the world and the people around you when you choose to put yourself through something that has no guarantee of ever working out or going anywhere. And like all those hours that I have purposefully chosen to sit down and work away at something that feels, once more, like it belongs to my future rather than my—
Damn, wait. These are good. Yo, these are good. Yo. Damn. Some of them, yeah, the proportions are kind of messed up, but you know, man, I gotta do this.
present is
Gotta do
somewhat
this, chat.
really special to me. And as I speak about present and future, I do hope that what I'm saying doesn't come across as like I don't enjoy the present and I'm just going to drive myself into a anxious frenzy because I'm only living in the future, because that is not what I'm implying. I have enjoyed and enjoy the process of learning how to draw, and it has been one of the most fun and fulfilling things that I've done. This feeling that I'm speaking of comes from a place that I never quite had before at the same scale. Throughout my life, for as long as I can remember, I never planned for the future, nor felt like I had any true purpose to fulfill. And that can sound quite sad and I just sort of think it was. But I never thought that I had any kind of passion for anything, nor knew what I wished to do with life. I was sort of just following the typical motions of go to uni, get a job, and hate life. So what exactly is there planning for? I'm just doing what everyone else does. As I said in the beginning of this video, art has been the only constant in my life. But for most of my life, I never saw it as a future. I never saw it as something that could perhaps be my passion, or like the one thing that I could maybe find purpose in. I don't know why I was that way for so long. It's not like my parents ever forced me into picking any career. I've always been free to choose what I want. But the idea of what I'm doing now actually having a purpose and being something that I will look back on and thank myself for is, you know, it's just something that I didn't really have until now. And I mean, of course, everything that we do today also belongs to tomorrow as well. I just think that I spent really long hoping that tomorrow never came. As we reach the best time of the year, fall, of course, I began making a lot of progress, and that is likely because I spent all of September drawing. I must have had some sort of parasitic drawing bug, because this was also a time where I sometimes took my iPad with me on the go, which I never did before. I was also drawing while I was playing Final Fantasy 16, which might sound crazy, but it's somewhat fair because it's mostly like watching a really long movie. And I'm not entirely sure if what I am showing is everything. It's unlikely, you know, even though I do try my best to never delete anything that I do and keep all my drawings, even if I think that they are terrible. I am only human, and I'm sure that there's stuff that I did get rid of in the moment. That's only normal. But at this time, I also didn't have a computer.
Yo, it got so much better. Look at that chat.
I even lost some Clip Studio files from the month before, which was quite a bit of drawing that got lost, and some things that I'm still...
The perspectives. Don't sleep on those perspectives. Don't sleep on your perspectives, chat. Don't sleep on them, because this is what happens. You get it good.
Upset about, but it's okay, you know, it's not like it's the end of the world or anything. I did initially think that I drew so much because I didn't have my computer, but that's not entirely accurate. Like I said, I was literally still playing games. What was different about this time is something that I've only realized about myself very recently.
Oh, that's nice.
I basically had a show to watch. And the thing is that I used to feel really guilty about drawing and watching a show at the same time, because I saw like one video of one guy once that said that drawing in silence is actually so much better and you learn so much more when you are alone with your thoughts. And I find it sort of silly now just how much I let the words of a random man on YouTube influence me and making me feel bad about how I want to do things. My conclusion is mostly that this man likely didn't have any kind of struggles with some neurodivergent tendencies, but my productivity really spiked when I had a long format show to binge while drawing. And the show was small,
Chad, I gotta do more studies.
10 seasons, 20-something episodes per season with like 45 minutes of runtime per episode. I had a feast that fall. And I can confidently say it's like one of my favorite shows ever. It's so fun. But I only realized this about myself because after I finished Smallville, I went back to struggling with my productivity. And only about a month or so ago, I started watching this soap opera that is really long because it's a soap opera. And I was drawing again for long periods of time. If this
she did a lot of line. She did a lot of line studies. A lot of it. And now this is perspective. Damn. That's cool though. That's cool.
Can teach you anything is to not take some random person's word as gospel, because, you know, their art might be better than yours, but that doesn't mean that what they have to say is relevant to you. And I genuinely felt guilty for the longest time because I drew while watching something. And sometimes I do draw in silence, but it's probably because maybe the YouTube video that I was watching ended and I was super focused, so I didn't realize. But then the moment that I do realize that I'm in silence, I cannot go back to it. I need some noise. And I've been like this my whole life. Even when I was a kid, I used to always play while watching TV. It's also like stupid because I think that drawing while watching something is like the most normal thing ever. Anyway, moving forward. This little story that I just told you about was actually a big point of contention in my previous attempts to make this video. I was in a pretty strong inner conflict.
Look at that, Chad. Wow.
That was relevant relevant to say.
The improvement is
Or if I was
crazy.
adding absolutely nothing to the video. Like, am I just yapping about myself? Like, who asked and who
Okay, yeah. No. We gotta do some studies, Chad. We gotta do some studies. I gotta get better.
cares? Well, I care. I care and I asked. It's my video. I choose what to say, and it does add something. You know, it allows the people that watch my videos to get to know me. God forbid. How blasphemous. In my previous attempts to make this video work, I edited everything so much. I cut it down so much. I took out any type of personal take. Just about anything that could feel slightly cringe or just not be fully about the art or what I did regarding the art, that it ended up feeling super unnatural. It didn't feel like my personal experience anymore, and this is a feeling that I've had about some of my videos before as well, because there are many times where I censor myself from saying things that I wish I had actually said, but I don't because I think it's gonna make the video unnecessarily longer, or worse, it will make me sound kind of corny. And it bothers me. I want to be more honest. It is something that I've obviously wanted to do all
Okay,
this
more
time.
perspective.
We live in a society.
There we go.
If this whole trend of anti-intellectualism or saying
Wow, the difference is insane compared to like our first stuff. Okay, where is this? 1348. Okay. Let's go to here-ish.
I basically still have those same feelings. They have not gone away, but my goal remains the same.
Crazy improvement. Look at that. Wow, crazy improvement. That's insane.
It's not connected, but it is. Because the reality is that you spend too much time online, and whether you want to or not, or whether you believe they do or not, those things get to you in some way or another. And these whole ideas are so foreign to who I am because everything is deep to me, everything matters, and everything has meaning. I like to think about things beyond the surface, and that includes how I view myself and the things that I do. I like to think about the reasons why I do the things the way that I do, and of course, this would find its influence into my videos. But we live in this very weird era where being honest about your feelings and showing that you deeply care about the things you do is embarrassing. Yet, it feels abundantly clear, to me at least, that none of us wishes to be this nonchalant, because no one is happy. And when people that aren't nonchalant show it online, they get hate for being passionate about their hobbies and the things that they enjoy. To which I say, I think you guys are only projecting your insecurities. And I say this because I've sort of been there in the past. Like when
Damn, she got so
I was
much
super
better,
insecure
Tad.
about
Her
my
anatomy is
interests,
insane.
about who I was, and when I didn't know what I wanted to do with life, I used to really dislike the typical online cringy people for honestly no reason. They were not harming me in any way. I never interacted with them, and it was literally just because they had something that I really wanted, but I was not allowing myself to have because I was scared. And this is perhaps what plays into my fear of being online. Because what if I get
This makes me want to lock in, Chad. This one makes me want to lock in and really draw.
a little too passionate about something and someone says something mean? I just never wanted to deal with that before. And there is so much more that I could say on the topic, but overall, learning how to draw, realizing that putting care and effort into something and being proud of yourself for doing as such is part of what life is about to me. But I just never really realized that before. All of us are capable of creating things that we are proud of, but we are all just sort of scared. And I was scared of when I was first making this video because I'm gonna reveal that I have thoughts and feelings about the things that I do in my life. I'm human, I know. So that's part of my goals going forward. To be cringe is to be free. Further, I equally believe that it has helped me to move forward in my art progress and make me learn better. It sort of makes sense, right? Because if you are discarding yourself of all these inhibitions, it would only make sense for it to influence how you feel about drawing without judgment and allowing yourself to be bad. And when you put all of this together, so like when I say that learning how to draw and creating this channel has changed how I view things, it's because I keep having to allow myself to be bad at things, allow myself to have the time to practice and understand. And those factors have only translated into the other aspects of my life. As I went into 2025 and more like towards March, April, that was sort of when all these conclusions about myself really started boiling. And it was also part because I started thinking about how I wanted to make this video. And it was something that as I've already talked about, initially led me to feeling quite paralyzed with what to do. Hence why it took me so many tries, and surely also was a big part of why I haven't uploaded in so long. Like, okay, like I want to be more honest, I want to speak freely, I want to allow myself to be myself, but how? Like, how do I even transition into that? And it wasn't until this month, after spending,
Ooh, she did the painting challenge.
embarrassingly enough, actual weeks
values.
thinking about things, that
Negative
I decided
and positive
to pick this video back
values.
up. This was after completely disregarding it and deciding that I just wasn't going to do it because I was getting too stressed about it, that I realized that, hold on, this is actually it. So
Ooh.
what I'm saying is that this stupid video has been the core of my problems.
She
and
got
why I
so
can't
much
move
better,
forward.
chat.
I also felt, after all my failed attempts, that I was making this video not because I wanted to, but because I just wanted people to see that I did all of this, to which it's not the case. Like, I do want to make this video and I do want to show people, but I only want to show people if I'm honest about it. So that is what I've chosen to do. And once I came to that conclusion, it was actually really easy to write and to say all these things, and it actually feels quite nice. So at this point, after all this yapping, I do not know where in the video, the year, where we're at. I don't know what drawings I'm showing you, if I'm still showing you drawings. I hope you've enjoyed my slideshow.
Man, W
to
video.
conclude this video, this is
Man.
where I'll start to sound a little corny, but at one point last year, I found this album from 1994, and I have grown to quite like it. It's really good. And
What is that?
there's this quote that's...
Wait, what is that? Flow river of my soul. Okay, hold on. Let me look for it. Flow river of my soul. Okay, I found it, chat. I found it. Ooh. Oh. Can you guys hear that? Yo. Yo, this is good. Okay, yeah, I'm saving that. I'm saving that. Hold on. Ooh, I'm saving that. Gotta listen to that. Gotta listen to that soon. Ah, that was good. Oh. Ooh. Okay.
I have grown to quite like it.
I like how she does the clothes. It's so well done.
Really good. And there's this quote that all limitations are self-imposed. And when I was first listening to the album, it really spoke to me at the time, because I guess that's sort of when I really started realizing all these things and realizing that my whole life I imposed limitations on myself for no reason other than fear of what others thought, which is extremely annoying. Actually, what people say about you doesn't matter when you know that it's not true. So why should any of us be scared about it? I would recommend listening to the album. I think it's quite nice. Finally, to address the elephant in the room, progress. I surely made a lot of progress in the past year. I can see that myself. And I have also certainly worked hard to get here. I've worked hard for it, and I've pushed myself through, like I said, a lot of uncertainty
This is
and
so
wishes
calming.
to quit, because that would be so much easier. I'm also
Plus,
learning.
I'm
We
learning.
didn't really talk about
learning
any
how
of
to
the
draw.
drawings in particular, but that's kind of what every other video on my YouTube channel is for. I've already talked about a lot of it in depth, and I don't feel like doing it again. Sue me. Moving forward, I wish to keep painting and definitely starting to make more personal art so that I can improve even further and have different types of challenges. My next video is likely going to be about the painting that I have done, and I'll try to be super chalant about it and actually talk about it in somewhat depth. And so if you are interested in that, you know what to do, And also, if you enjoyed this video, you can give it a like, because it helps. And thank you if you do. Thank you if you only watched. Grateful nonetheless. And I will see you in my next one.
Bro. W video. Bro. W video, bro. Damn.
Kiss kiss.
Is learning skull anatomy the key structuring an art plan? Learn with me. Okay. I gotta save that, but I'll save that for me to watch later. Need to watch later. Okay,
How
let's
pro
see.
artists push these seemingly basic brushes to their limit in order to create insanely detailed and impactful paintings. Watch till the end because learning how to master the most fundamental of tools can easily save you hundreds of
Man,
hours
come on, man,
throughout
get
your
to the
art
point.
career.
Get to
The
the point,
first
man.
brush is actually more like a category of brushes. Everyone basically uses this one brush but with slight variations. You've likely seen it before but never fully understood. It's the textured painterly brush. But here's where things get interesting. Most artists, especially beginners, use these brushes the wrong way, of course. Beginners usually throw textured brushes onto the canvas at the very end, treating them like an afterthought or an effect. A little bit of noise here, some rough texture there, and done, right? I mean,
Wrong.
it's good and it works,
Wrong.
but that's missing the real potential. So how should we actually use these brushes? What do professional artists do? Well, after analyzing hundreds upon hundreds of time lapses and artworks by professional artists, I can say that they don't treat these brushes as effects. They use them as the foundation of the entire painting process.
Oh, wow.
And this is done in a few ways. From the first few strokes, they're already thinking about texture and form. They layer these brushes carefully, keeping opacity and flow low, and building up subtle, rich textures gradually. They'll use different layers of pen pressure to control not only opacity, but the actual feel of the surface. The purpose of this is that this creates a dynamic, realistic sense of material right from the start, rather than flat colors that require a lot of overpainting later. Here's something you can try next time. Pick one solid textured brush.
Okay.
Set the opacity pretty low, like 20 to 50%.
Okay.
And then start building your painting using controlled strokes. A low opacity will make controlling the texture of the brushes easier. Now, the tricky thing is, most textured brushes out there are either too rough or too gimmicky. While having multiple choices is good, you don't need hundreds. Just one really good one is enough. Another tip I have for you is an important one, and this is to work zoomed out when texturing. This will make it much easier for you to work on the overall forms of the painting without worrying too much about how the texture currently looks. Because you shouldn't be afraid if there seems to be too much texture at the start. Once you further render your painting, this will balance out. But importantly, there will still be some hints of the texture you had, and this will greatly help the appeal of the painting. But an advanced tip I have for you is to try subtractive texture. This means using the textured brush as an eraser in order to add texture. Lots of artists just use textured brushes to paint on bits of texture, but erasing parts to include texture is just as powerful. So in general, try to just focus on incorporating some textured brushes into your art, and you'll quickly see how your art can transform. That's why, to make things even easier for you, I've shared my top favorite textured brushes that I've carefully tweaked and perfected after hundreds of hours of painting, optimized exactly how the pros use them. They're available on my website.
Oh man, I knew it.
Along with is one that everyone, including you, has definitely used before, and yet very few people use correctly, and you'll see why soon. Anyways, this is the soft brush. What makes the soft brush so powerful? Well, it is because of its ability to quickly render smooth, dimensional forms, especially spherical ones like cheeks, shoulders, and eyeballs. It mimics the way light naturally wraps around curved surfaces, letting you build volume with just a few careful strokes. But this is all made infinitely more powerful when paired with these two other tools, the clipping mask and/or the lasso tool. It's a match made in heaven. You can isolate specific zones like the hair and build up ambient lighting or color tints without fear of color bleeding outside.
Oh wow.
And that's huge. Think of it like this. The soft brush alone is like a spotlight, You can shine light, but it can spill everywhere. But when paired with a clipping mask or lasso tool, it becomes a focused beam. You're able to render gradients, blush, subsurface glow, or color transitions with complete precision, isolated to just the parts you want. This combo turns the soft brush into a controlled rendering powerhouse, letting you work fast while still looking polished. And when paired with a good understanding of lighting, this brush can carry entire portraits on its own. And while there are some
Wow.
variations to the soft brushes, which I've included the most useful ones in the brush pack below, the general purpose remains the same. But despite how good the soft brush is, we all know that with great power comes great responsibility. And using the soft brush too much is one of the biggest traps that beginner artists fall into, and often leads to muddy everything.
Right.
And this is why every professional artist will pair the soft brush strategically with the last brush that we have to talk about. Now, onto the brush
The
that
normal
every
brush.
pro artist swears
It's gonna
by,
be the normal brush.
the hard brush.
There we go.
This tool is brutally honest, unlike the soft brush, which is exactly why so many beginner artists are scared of it and just use the
Really?
soft
I use
brush
it all the
instead.
time.
I know I was certainly like that at one point, and I even made a challenge to overcome it, which I would also certainly recommend trying as well. But if you understand this last trick,
Maybe chat, you know what we can do? I was thinking too. Maybe we can do like a Japanese learning on Thursday's stream. This Thursday's stream. Maybe we can do that. We can learn Japanese together.
you'll be able to use it much better. Before we get to that, you should understand this one thing most people overlook. The hard brush teaches shape design. Since it doesn't auto blend or hide your strokes, you're forced to learn how to control angles, taper lines, and place values in ways that feel solid. This builds brush discipline. Every stroke either adds structure or breaks it. So even though at first glance it seems boring, I mean, it's literally just a circle, right? But in the hands of a skilled artist, it becomes a sculpting tool. That's why it's the primary brush used by artists like Sam Does Art, Wallop, and many more. If you study their work closely, you'll notice that large parts of their paintings, especially backgrounds or non-focal zones, are just a confident, clean, opaque brushstrokes laid down with a hard
Wow.
round brush. So how
That's
does
crazy,
newbie
chat.
artists use it? A powerful trick is to use a pressure-sensitive low opacity. Most beginners use the hard brush at 100% opacity and just smash down strokes,
Yeah, I do that too.
which even for a professional artist would be hard to control. But if you drop the opacity to around 30%, use a brush with the correct optimized pressure sensitivity and layer your strokes, then it's perfect because you can still get razor sharp edges when needed, but you also gain control over gradients and a light fall off, all with the same brush. This is also the primary technique I used in my hard brush challenge. The next game-changing combo that is vital for you guys to understand is the pairing of the hard brush with the smudging tool. Just like the pairing of the soft brush with the lasso tool / clipping mask, the pairing of the hard brush with the smudging tool is another match made in heaven. You can see this combo in the painting process of countless professional artists. But why does this combo work so well? Because the hard brush lays down sharp, confident edges and shapes, while the smudge tool lets you push and sculpt those edges without losing their structure. It's like doing a hard sculpt with clay and then going in with your thumbs to soften transitions, but only where needed. So one of the biggest strengths of the hard brush and also the soft brush is their simplicity. That makes them perfect for beginners because there's no confusion
Man, why do I
or
feel
guesswork,
sleepy?
just a clear, predictable
Why do I
control.
feel sleepy,
And
chat?
for advanced artists, that same simplicity means ideas flow straight from brain to
God damn, I
canvas
feel sleepy.
without resistance. Sometimes limiting your tools is what actually gives you the most freedom. These brushes are direct, reliable, and incredibly powerful when mastered. But now it's up to you to put this knowledge into practice and to use the tips and tricks I've provided. Remember to check out my website for the collection.
Man, thanks for the tips and tricks. Shit. That was crazy, chat. That was crazy. Why am I getting laney? That's insane. Oh, this is a nice one. Okay, I'll save that for later. Ooh, this is good too. Let me see, chat. Let me see. Hold on. Instagram's darkest rabbit hole. Yo. Instagram's darkest rabbit hole. You guys want to watch that? Shall we watch that one? Instagram's darkest rabbit hole? Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Let me just see if there's anything else I want to watch later. Not really. Okay, wait. There's one I want to watch later. Pencil drawing comic books. A boring but awesome tool. Yo. I mean, inking traditionally brush and dip pens. Yo. I don't know about traditionally, man, chat. Cause like I got the drawing tablet and I do wanna go more into that and learn more digital art. Yeah, I gotta do more studies, chat. That's the main thing. I gotta do more art studies. Okay. Here we go, chat. Instagram's darkest rabbit hole. Oh, it's real people. Wait, hold on. The purpose of this video is to inform, do not harass or contact any individuals mentioned herein. All claims made in this video are merely speculative based on... Hold on. Based upon publicly available information. This video contains strong subject matter, including child endangerment. Oh. Ooh. I don't know if I want to go into that on stream. Shit. I don't know if I want to go into that on stream, chat. That's kind of hardcore. That's kind of hardcore. Let me see if we got anything else. But I mean, you know what? We're gonna watch it. Nexpo, my guy Nexpo. Hey, my guy Nexpo. Hold on, let me change the stream title. Instagrams darkest rabbit hole by next. Wait, do I want to add that? Rabbit hole videos. Where's the thing? Okay, chat. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put the video 2 in chat. Where is it? Just so you know, you guys can check it out if you want to. Instagram. Check out the video we're watching. There we go. Pin that. Okay, chat. You guys are ready? Are you guys ready? Let's watch. Oh, wrong one. Next poll. Next poll. Oh, this is creepy. Oh, this is very creepy. Ooh, no, 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 no. Oh my god, this is so creepy. Bro, I'm trying to sleep, man. Nah. Nah. Okay, I'm fully awake. I'm fully awake now, chat. I'm fully awake. Oh, Jesus Lord. That was a creepy. Creepy. July
It's
20th,
Saturday
2024.
A bridge collapses in China.
Okay.
Twisters makes its worldwide debut. And over in one of Reddit's darkest corners, a peculiar mystery awaits.
Alright. What awaits us?
A user named Maria has just uncovered a series of Instagram accounts, all equally unsettling,
Oh boy.
uncanny,
Oh hell no.
and terrifying.
That is so creepy. Oh no.
I came across a post on r/Instagram where someone mentioned these creepy Instagram accounts of people who are seemingly pretending to be kids. It reminds me of Pipergate in a way, and I feel like all of these pages are
What
run
is
by the same
Pipergate?
person because of the horrendous editing style that makes my
What is
eyes bleed.
Pipergate, chat?
Many of the photos on this account are an edit of this goofy face on a real person's body, and a lot of the bodies are in suggestive poses, which makes me think this is a definite fetish account. Is this just a really weird hobby? It seems like the poster's first language is French, and many of the posts are just generally weird and hard to understand. I'm curious what you guys think
This
about
shit
this.
creeps me out, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very creeped out right now. I'm very creeped out. Oh, hell no. Ooh.
With
no.
Maria's post are photos from 3 accounts, all exhibiting highly similar behavior. Truthsticks11, Stephanie Schooley, and Smart Schoolboy 9. At a cursory glance, it's clear that all of these are connected.
Hold on, Chad. We gotta do ads. We gotta do ads really quick. Real quick ads. Quick ad. Quick ad. We gotta do a quick ad. I'm sorry. We gotta do a quickie. Quickly get some ads going. I'll wait for you guys. You know I will. I'll wait for you guys. Let me check my phone. Hold on. What is this? Man, it makes me not want to open up Instagram. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, I think we good, chat. We good? No, you know what? I'll give it a minute. I'll give it a little more. No worries. No worries, chat. Okay, I think everybody's back. Are we back? I think we're back, chat. Okay.
They all incorporate images of children
Jesus Christ.
edited in a way in which their faces rest in the trenches of the uncanny valley. They all exhibit
Oh,
heavy
Lord.
synthetic makeup, have massive lips, Their heads are disproportionate.
Oh, Jesus.
The saturation seems to be cranked up. All of these rest at the
This is some
precipice of
creepypasta
visual
shit, Chad.
overload and absolute depravity. Walls of text are thrown in our face about school, friends, things they're interested in, entire facets of their lives. But it's clear that these quote-unquote children, as they're presented,
Ugh.
do not even exist.
Oh, Lord. Uh-oh, even the sounds are creepy. No. My palms are sweaty, Chad. I hate that. I hate it. Whatever that was, I hate it. Oh, no. This might be hard to watch. Oof. Nah, this shit is hard to watch. Nah.
It goes without saying that we've seen this type of behavior before.
Oh,
People
hell nah.
online trying their hand at creating an ARG in hopes of generating online attention and viral clicks. But even still, I wonder, is this what we're dealing with here?
Oh, no.
On the account TruthSticks11, many of the early posts carry a considerable amount of irony. Their uploads take an almost condescending tone, lambasting the rise of online predators, following and commenting on the profiles of young boys. They take on this alias of an overly concerned parent and make post after post after post, sharing advice about potential danger online. In many ways, this contradicts everything we've seen so far in our limited investigation. This doesn't exactly add up, especially considering that just a few months later, and completely out of nowhere, TruthSticks begins to exhibit the very behavior they're criticizing.
Jesus Christ, chat. This shit is creepy. Nah, this shit is so creepy. I can't even. Oh. No.
From March 2022 and onward, they morph from a concerned parent on a mission against online predators to displaying images of their supposed son in compromising positions,
Oh, no.
sharing a myriad of highly disturbing photo edits, and even begin to follow a handful of accounts that immediately set off red flags. TruthSticks11's erratic behavior appears like one massive self-report.
Oh,
Someone on a
Jesus.
tirade against the very thing they turned out to be, or perhaps have been all along. None of this made any sort of sense, leading many
Nah,
to speculate
Chad, nah.
that, while yes, this is insanely creepy, is any of it real?
Nah, the hairs on the back of my neck.
What in
Standing
the actual
up.
fuck?
Agreed. Agreed.
Really fucking weird. Not really sure the reason behind it. Maybe to groom kids or something, but it's really odd.
Ugh.
This is probably the most disturbing thing ever uncovered on this subreddit. I asked the other day if anything actually sinister has ever been on here, but now I have my answer. I'm very glad that this sick person is getting exposed. If there's any exploitation material on their account, like some have been saying, nobody here should hesitate to report it to the police. Understandably, this post blew up. People left and right poured in, eager to find out who was doing this and why. It took hardly any
guy
time
needs
at
to be
all
shut
for
down.
Redditors to uncover other accounts in the same vein too, as TruthSticks and Schoolboy were far from the only ones involved here. As it turned out, there was a schoolgirl Teresa, New Girl 12, a Stephanie Stansfield, and a trove of others, all spread out
My
across various
God.
social platforms. By
It's
outward
a horror
appearances,
show, Chad. It's a horror show. No.
and with so many accounts involved, this almost looks like it's being done by a group. I mean, it has to be. They talk to each
No.
other, like each other's photos.
Ugh.
There's no way this schoolboy dude has enough time to run all of these,
That's
especially
true.
for something like an ARG, right? Well, not exactly. You see, Schoolboy, across all of his accounts, has a very, very strange way of putting on various personas. And on nearly every single video,
Whoa. Oh. Got taken down.
before this video entered production, the profile of Smart Schoolboy 9, The centerpiece of this story. One of the only accounts with original, uploaded videos by a discernible person was taken down.
Thank God.
It's unclear if this was done because of policy violations or if he's scrubbing his online presence, but as it stands, this one is gone.
But not
That's
the
not
others.
to say that there aren't archives, though. So pardon the potato quality.
I don't want to see anymore, man. Oh no.
On the Smart Schoolboy 9 account, we can find a plethora of images and video of what appears to be a man dressed up in a school uniform. We can see him outside on walks, getting ready for school.
This guy's the real life Riddler, chat. This guy's the real life Riddler, but more messed up. Oh.
And showing off his mini boots that he has a very strong fascination with.
No, no.
It goes without saying that this person is nowhere near the age of a child, despite his efforts to appear that way. On nearly all of his captions, he talks about his life in school, his experiences with other boys, reportedly also aged 8, 9, and 10, and even appears to gain access to classrooms on multiple occasions. So far, this behavior is incredibly weird and repulsive. However, these videos aren't outright illegal. Because of this, and combined with the activity on truth sticks, some have passed this entire thing off as nothing but a massive LARP.
No.
Someone with far too much free time on their hands.
Why
and
would you
with
even LARP like this? Why would you even LARP like this? Why did nobody contact the authorities? God damn.
very, very weird fixations. But after diving into this a bit more, though, I found that that isn't quite the case.
Oh, this is highly disturbing.
There's something I gotta show you.
No, no, I don't want to see, man. Expo, come on, man. This is the creepiest one you showed me, man. No. Oh no.
We'll return after these messages.
Alright guys, before we get to that, I'd like to tell you about tonight's video sponsor, NordVPN.
I don't want to know, man. I don't want to know. I don't know about NordVPN. I don't. Uh-oh. Nah, please, bro. Please, don't be creepy, man. Come on, man. I don't know. I'm trying to sleep. I didn't get enough sleep. I'll try to sleep later. I don't want, like, nightmares. No.
In the current online discussion, there hasn't been much said about the account Stephanie Stansfield. However, interestingly, it's one of Schoolboy's earliest and arguably most disturbing. Dating back to 2019, this man took on a persona called Stephanie. Since the creation of this page, he's gone forth to make a Twitter account, a
No, it gets worse. It gets worse. The LARPing gets worse, chat. No. Oh. Okay, hold on.
Facebook page, and even numerous other Instagram handles, all under this alias. While he gives his other pages a considerable amount of attention, he, for some reason, took a strange liking to this one in particular. All across Stephanie's profiles, he can be seen dressing as her,
Oh, Jesus.
discussing their experience in grade school, and, weirdest of all,
Whoa.
in a twist that comes as no surprise, the man behind this rabbit hole expresses a fantasy. And in our hands, we effectively have another Piper Gate.
Oh, Jesus.
Daily Capper,
Oh, no. That's
Stephanie Stansfield.
I hate this so much, chat. I hate this. Whatever this is, I hate it. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Nah. I can't do it no more. I can't do that no more, chat. No. No. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Let me take that out. Hell nah. Hell nah. No. No, no, no. That was the craziest one, chat. That was no.
In Japan are where some of the best meals are had, and there's really nothing better than eating ramen.
Food.
This is Judaku, a cute little hole in the wall. Their welcome mat has only about 3 more welcomes left in it before it retires. But past that, I found 2 nice men in their nice restaurant, and there was no one sitting at the counter with me. But I'm sure someone's been here before.
I need to
doubt I'm
forget
their
that,
first
man. I
customer
need to
ever
forget
buying
that, chat.
They've got a bunch of different ramens,
Damn.
all under $5, and I have $5. Someone had a little accident on my tray, and it wasn't me. My favorite part about the store is they have DLC.
Oh,
you can
wait.
pay $200
Let me adjust this for you guys. Hold on. There we go.
extra yen and get a half order of rice to go with noodles,
Ooh,
or a
that
half
looks
order
good.
of noodles to go with your rice.
Ooh, fried
All
rice, chat. Fried rice. Some of the best things in life. Fried
things are
rice.
balanced. I'm here to try their Mapo tofu ramen, and in Heine side it was a pretty bad idea. They don't have AC, and it's 15 degrees hotter in here than it is outside, and that's Fahrenheit or Celsius. You can take your pick. I'm right either way. They just have the door and the windows open, and I've never sweat this much making a video except for that one time I made a fitness YouTube and I got demonetized because my
You know, if you sweat and you eating, it's good food.
shorts were too revealing. It was just a half sack. I don't know what.
It's good
This
food,
is just
chat.
regular soy sauce ramen with Mapo
That's all I'm gonna
tofu
say,
dumped
it's
on
good
top.
food.
Lazy or innovative? You decide.
Mr. Duke, favor to ask?
No?
Do you know that Kojima might have known he was going to be removed by Konami? In Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, there's this special weapon with a blue light. When you point it at the logos of the Metal Gear games Kojima directed, they slowly fade away, while all the others remain untouched. And the most haunting part? It's what you hear right after you finish.
We want to know we'll always be with you. You seem to be a fan of Hideo Kojima games. Thank you for all your support.
That's a nice
Do you know
touch.
that Kojima might have known
That's
he
a
was
nice touch.
Well, what happened there?
It's my birthday.
Yeah? Well, happy birthday.
In the mountains, if we kill a guard next
Excuse me, I'm...
Why am I getting
text
movie
Dave and I go,
reels?
what the hell?
Hey, where you going?
I'm getting all kinds of movie reels. Ooh, what is this? Model kit, okay. Ooh, this one is huge, chat. Look at that. Wow, that's huge. Oh my god, what is that? Like 50 runners? 50? That's insane. Yeah, that's insane. Okay. Let me see if I have other stuff we can watch. No, I don't want to watch that. Don't want to watch this either. Ooh, this one.
It ensures that whoever encounters the alien in a Weyland-Yutani owned ship is well isolated. No comms, no help, no
It's like a deep dive into the alien games.
nothing, and any synthetics that Weyland-Yutani got their hands on immediately turn into mass murdering creatures carrying out its
Do
will.
this.
There's also that lovely bit of irony where, while the
There we
alien
go.
is the main threat here, the actions of humans are the ones that expedite the killing process, something which we'll address in more detail later. Silent stun baton. In a game where every little sound you make can mean probable death, the stun baton is particularly useful.
I'm probably thinking of doing another run of Alien, not now, but like later on down the line. Like we do a nightmare run. Try and see if we can make it out, you know? Maybe not the full game, but like a good chunk of it, you know?
Since it's silenced. If you use it on humans, they're instantly incapacitated, and on androids, it stuns them for a good while, which is what I mainly used it for. This, however, does not work on the Super Joes you meet later in the game, which is something I found out the hard way.
Ooh. I hate those guys.
1702. In one of the game's most infamous missions, Mission 5, you're in San Cristobal Medical Facility searching the area for a key code and a key card. All is going well, until it isn't.
Oh no. Not that guy. I hate that guy. It's the alien again. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
When I first saw this, I instinctively hid and crouched and went with this encounter like all the others, with extreme stealth. However, I soon realized that this is a cutscene, and the alien doesn't actually detect you if you run past it here. So the strat that I discovered, which is also used in speedruns, I'm happy to say, is to just leg it after the alarm sounds off, enter the code, and go to the next station. The code also happens to be the birthday of Will Porter, the writer I mentioned. There are a lot of little Easter eggs like this, as you would expect from any game really. And you can find references to the devs in codes, on posters scattered about the station, as well as the pictures you find on ID cards. Neat stuff.
Oh, that's nice.
Quite a lengthy section, but we're done with the first layer of the iceberg. Now to take the plunge and explore what's underneath the surface.
Ooh. Oh, there's a lot. Oh, there's a lot, chat.
The human touch. An omen for the future can be found in one of the game's logs, titled Human Touch. It reads, "This is by way of a formal complaint to station."
Wait, I wonder if somebody put down like alien isolation iceberg. I wonder if somebody did like an infographic or something like that. Oh, they did. Oh, it's here, chat. Look. Oh, that's insane. Wow. Multiple aliens, 1702. Yeah, it's all here. Damn. Okay, where was it?
Medical. I do not want to be attended by an android. Any android. I'm a senior Seegson executive with a significant financial investment in Sevastopol. I should be treated appropriately, by which I mean by humans only. This sounds exactly like something that would happen in the future, possibly the near future, or actually, I'm pretty sure this situation already happened / could happen, as robotics are used a lot in medicine nowadays. We haven't gotten to the point of full-on androids treating you, but it's in the foreseeable future. Sort of. I think people will always have this rejection for certain non-human elements inserted into their lives. It's just unnatural, creepy, and smack dab in the uncanny valley. It also doesn't help that the android treating Barker looked like this.
Oh.
If this were a Weyland-Yutani synthetic, that would be a different story altogether. This also made me think of a funny dystopian outcome that could happen, where only the rich could afford being treated by actual humans, and the rest of the populace has to accept androids instead. Sort of like organic food versus artificial, except in a wholly different scenario. I can't wait what the future holds. So many man-made horrors beyond my comprehension
That
waiting
guy's
to be
switching.
discovered. Coolman's addiction. Coolman is a minor character that gets introduced and killed off in the span of 10 minutes, yet he still contributes something to the story in that he's the only doctor aboard the station who's kind of an asshole. Throughout some of the logs that we read, we learn of his addiction to mood stimulants that he's depriving actual patients in need from, as well as him leaving them in these recovery rooms for days at a time, and abandoning them in light of the decommission. He's also probably the one responsible for the android tending to Barker instead of an actual human, as on this whiteboard we see the patient named Barker and the physician assigned to him being Dr. Coolman. He's probably way too high to walk properly, let alone operate on someone, and so he has the working Joes carry out his tasks. Along with his inflated ego, as he considers working in Sevastopol a waste of his talents, he was also a much bigger asshole in the novelization, which we'll cover later, as he willingly uses Amanda as bait so he could make his escape, and the search for the keycard was a mere wild goose chase. Not cool, man. Hidden tutorials.
Nah, we did all that for nothing, chat? No.
Tutorials are an important subject in games because of the many ways they can be handled. There's the spell everything out for the player in excruciating detail before the game way, which is the worst in my opinion, as once I actually start to play, I'll have forgotten everything. And there's the one that's baked right into the gameplay, which Alien Isolation does. For example, Axel tells you that not every person you'll meet will be friendly, and lo and behold, you meet a neutral group and one that will shoot you on sight. This is already mentioned in the hints that pop up on the loading screen, but this in-game example serves to further cement that point. Moreover, you have the alien jumping down to attack humans who shoot at it in response with their guns, but to no avail, teaching you not to commit the same mistake, as well as the alien dropping down to kill Axel right after he shoots his gun, i.e. attracting it with the noise the gunshot made, along with the android brutally murdering Hughes, basically telling the player that the androids they've been talking to all this time have turned on kill mode. There's also Axel noticing the drool on his shoulder before being shanked, something that you can also experience in the game. It all works really well to telegraph to the player this information in an organic way. The interesting part is that there are even more subliminal hidden tutorials / hints that you may or may not pick up on. The most obvious one is this piece of graffiti: keep moving. You see it in a very early section of the game, and it's a solid strategy to avoid the alien effectively. I could only find 2 more, which for all I know were not intended as hints whatsoever, but they appear to be anyways. A log from Gemini Exoplanet Solutions reads: Gemini Exoplanet Solutions. Be bold, learn, adapt, live. Life is change. We grow by adapting and evolving to meet each new challenge. At Gemini Exoplanet Solutions, we take Mother Nature's blueprint as our starting point by breaking new ground and by finding new applications for existing technologies. Fuel resources become building materials, weapon developments advance agricultural growth, space exploration is applied to surgical procedures. Look around. You may never know what might be useful. Sponsored by Six Investment Board. This being a survival horror game, you need to have a crafting system that's like a tenet of this type of game. And you'll find resources to build stuff everywhere, which Ripley, being the engineering genius she is, can construct into devices ranging from noisemakers to Molotovs, all very DIY. To be honest, the more I read this, the more it seems like they're actually referencing the game's crafting system, which originally was way more elaborate than it is now. In the first draft of the game, you could actually make the weapons yourself, as well as the motion tracker, which was a whole entire section. I don't know, it's plausible at least.
That would have been
And
cool.
the third one, which is this poster. It could allude to the fact that you need to be careful with your resources and not use them willy-nilly. The game also explicitly tells you not to waste bullets, as they are scarce to come by. These posters are actually rife with hidden messages and are just so interesting to examine, which we'll do in due time. How was Sevastopol built? Sevastopol is gigantic. This thing is unbelievably colossal.
It's like a city. It's like a whole city in the sky, chat.
And I have absolutely no idea how they managed to build it and put it into space. I know this universe has faster than light travel and androids that are indistinguishable from humans, but I don't know, I just can't fathom it. I guess what they would have had to do is make every part and launch it into space one by one, then fit it in there until the entire thing was built, much like the real-life International Space Station.
That would have been crazy, chat.
That the Nostromo was hauling an alien, both insane feats of engineering.
Okay, well, chat. Wait. You know what? I don't want to watch through the whole thing because it's gonna be like super long. So, what I think I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna end it here because I am getting a little bit tired. But tomorrow we will be doing Uma Musume. We'll be doing our gold ship run. Gold sheep. So stay tuned for that. And also we have other streams this week, so check those out on my Twitter or my Blue Sky. Or ask me about my Discord, you know, stuff like that. But anyways, chat, I will see you tomorrow, okay? Have a good night. Thanks for joining me. It was fun. Except for the Nexpo video. That was so creepy. That was so creepy. But yeah. Thanks again, you guys. Have a good night. Have a good day. Take care. I will see you tomorrow, okay?